everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right folks, so as promised, I am back to give you another unboxing and review for another Umbrella title that I got from my good friend Conor Gray. And of course, the movie is Intruder. Now, if you see my video that I done for Hell House, I briefly featured this release in that video. I did say that I was going to come back and review it because I am a huge fan of this movie. And before I do anything, I just want to throw a big shout out once again to Conor for sending this my way. I think you know, Conor, how much this release means to me. And to be actually able to receive such a collector's release as a gift, it just makes it so much more special. So a huge thank you, Conor. I'm still waiting to hear your thoughts on what you thought of it. I really hope you enjoy it. It's as daft as the movie is, and trust me when I say this, folks, it is really daft. It's a slasher movie. It came out in 1989. It's held in this kind of like supermarket, which is a very intriguing setting to a movie like this. And it's probably why I enjoy it as much as I do. The setting is absolutely key. So yes, it's a nice staff working in the supermarket. They're restocking the shelves. There's a killer amongst them, and then one by one, they're all being picked off. Now, when I say it's daft, it really is, because the acting is very questionable. The dialogue can be a joke at times. Just look at Ted Raimi. Ted Raimi is actually in this movie, and he's every scene that you see him in, he's listening to music. He's a Walkman, and he has the same song playing on this Walkman from start to finish. It's almost like they couldn't afford licensing, so that's all they could get, and the song sounds absolutely shit, I might add. But the one thing it has going for it is there is an element of atmosphere to this movie, and it's mainly to do with the setting of it. Not only that, but some of the practical effects that you see in this one, it is horrendous at times, so brace ourselves. This one can be very violent. One or two scenes really stick in mind. I can't say much because I definitely do not want to ruin it for you. And I have to tell you, the cinematography I rather enjoyed in this one as well. The use of the camera was clever at times. And if you've seen the movie, and if you haven't, and you do get around to it, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a very strange movie. Even when it came out back in the day, when the trailers came out for it, I'm almost certain in the trailers they actually revealed the killer. Now, it is one of those who's doing it slasher movies, which is a very strange thing to actually reveal it in the trailer. It's absolutely bizarre. Not only that, but they also revealed the killer on the packaging as well. The original artwork, that is. Now, the original artwork is featured on this set, and if you don't want to know, when I actually show the amaret, you're probably better off skipping it, because it will reveal it. It's ridiculous. I've never seen a movie quite like it. Now, like I said, Ted Raimi is actually in it. Sam Raimi stars in it as well, believe it or not. And it's directed by a gentleman going by the name of Scott Spiegel, I think his name is. And I think he's very close friends to the Raimi brothers. And they even advertised this movie, you know, with Bruce Campbell starring in it. Now, that's how I was introduced to it back in the VHS days. Big Bruce Campbell title, his name coming up in the cover. And I instantly bought it on VHS. And I'm not kidding you, he's in it for around 1 minute. And I remember, I have this memory that when I seen it on VHS, I was that disgusted by it. Not just by the fact that Bruce Campbell was missing from the movie. I just didn't like it. I actually remember throwing the VHS into the bin. Yeah, that's how angry I was about it. Isn't it amazing how you can change your mind on a movie? Now it's one of my favourite 80s slasher movies. I am not kidding. Despite its faults, and trust me, there is a lot of them, there's just something about it I love. And to see an underrated slasher movie getting this kind of treatment from Umbrella Entertainment, it is absolutely spectacular. And I don't know whether to recommend it or not to you. If you love your 80s slasher movies, absolutely check it out. But it is so unbelievably over the top. I just couldn't help but get enjoyment from it, and I hope you'll get the same as well. Now, in terms of special features when it comes to this release, there's actually quite a bit on here, mainly to do with short stories. I think there's around 4 of them altogether. Of course, you do get an audio commentary by Scott Spiegel, and I think there's maybe 1 or 2 interviews in there as well. I think it is. So looking forward to checking these features out. A lot of them are new to this release, which is great to see. The only thing that's missing from it is the making of Intruder, and I think you do get that feature on the 88 Film Slasher release. So I have that, so I'm definitely going to be keeping it for that making alone. Right, so I'm going to take you around this release. I'm going to give you a look at it. I really do think you are going to love this one. It is quite a special edition. Right, so here we go, Intruder. Now, I just wanted to say right at the start here, I'm going to be showing a J card, and on the J card, it's going to show that original artwork, and it's going to reveal the killer. Now, if you don't want to know, I advise you to look away now, and when I get around to the Amarabe segment of the video, I'll warn you again. So I'm bringing in the J card now, so if you don't want to see it, look away. But here we go. This is the J card that you get in this set. And as you can see, it's basically showing you everything that's inside this release. That is all your special features down below. And then, of course, you got your technical information. And as you can see, it's a numbered edition, once again, from Umbrella Entertainment, limited to 2,000 copies. So that is the J. I'm going to put it to a side. Let's get on with the release itself and check this out. Oh my god. I love this artwork. Now, you might not think nothing of it, but trust me, when I take you up close and you see everything that's going on in terms of spot glossing, and even the textures to the spot glossing, feels absolutely incredible. Again, I don't know if my camera is picking it up. Apologies if it's not. But trust me, it just feels so unbelievably beautiful. As you can see on the cover as well, was a slabs of Raimi, 2 for the price of 1. And of course you got Sam Raimi and Ted Raimi. And what does it say here? Wholesale Slaughterhouse, uncut, rare, I think it says. So the artwork on this one is fantastic. I think they're kind of going for like this kind of grindhouse look to it. And it's very effective. It looks great. It really does. So that is the main artwork. Goes without saying as well, folks, this box, it's some of the strongest boxes I've ever felt when it comes to collector's releases. It's almost like, you almost feel wooden. I am not kidding. They are so incredibly strong. This is the spine of it, and that spot glossing continues onto the spine. And the artwork on the back of this one is quite simple. It just says, thank you for stalking with us. Now, you might notice as well, I'm just going to show you here, you see these kind of little scratches? That's not damage now, that is part of this artwork. Again, kind of lending to that kind of grindhouse feel to it. So, you'll even notice that kind of, like that kind of dirt and all that on the slipcover for the Amaray as well. So that's the back, not much else to be said. This is all the contents that we're going to be looking at. So I'm going to open it up and we will start with the... You know what? You get a magazine here and it says Gore Zone. And it says from the creators of Fangoria. I've never actually heard of this magazine, but having said that, I was never big into kind of film magazines back in the day, so bit of a blind spot for me. But as you can see, I think the main attraction to this one was Intruder. So that's the main cover artwork. You'll see Freddy there. It says, will TV kill Freddy Krueger? And I see Deep Star 6 is there as well, being featured in it. And this is the back of the booklet. And I'll just quickly run through. And again, it's just an issue of that magazine. And it's basically covering every single movie that was featured on the cover of it. So, yeah, I'll just quickly run through and let you have a look at it. But, yeah, there is a segment in it where they're actually talking to Scott Spiegel, the director. So, there you go. So, yes, Gore's Own magazine. So, you also get, of course, a booklet with this one. And I have to tell you, I love some of the pages that you see inside this one, which I'll show you now in a second. But as you can see, you've got the title of the movie, and you've got a face that's basically cut in half, and red and black as well. No spot glossing on the booklet, naturally so. And, of course, there's nothing on the back of the booklet. Now, the one thing I love about this book is you'll see they're actually showing you some of the alternate disc art that they were actually going to put on this release. You also see a lot of the artwork that they were going to use throughout this entire edition. So that was absolutely great to see. Look at that artwork process. And then this is all the unique posters that you see for the movie. And then, of course, it goes into a write-up, clean up in the aisles. And I think the other one is Little Shop of Horrors. So yes, you get 2 write-ups of the movie itself. So yes, quite a bit going on in terms of this booklet. And then the last item to show you is the standard array. Now, again, I'm going to give you a warning. The killer is going to be revealed when I remove this slipcover. So if you don't want to know, just look away when I do take it out. But once again, Umbrella delivering on another amazing bit of artwork. So much spot glossing and texturing going on this. It feels like a Finnegar Syndrome release. It really does. It is quite incredible. There's a lot going on in terms of the artwork. You see a lot of the characters from the movie. You can sort of make out the killer there in the background. You got the supermarket as well. And yes, you will notice as well from the creators of Pulp Fiction and Evil Dead 2. So yes, I love what's going on in terms of this slipcover. Look at that. Quite incredible. So I'll take us onto the spine of this one. And right around to the back. And it says, what is it? Walnut Lake Market, half off, best meat in town. And then once again, you've got that face and it cut in half. That actually will make all the sense in the world once you see the movie. It's horrendous. And you'll notice as well, that's all done in spot glossing. Right, so I am going to take out the array here, so you have been warned. Here we go. So this is the original poster artwork for Intruder. And there is reversible artwork, but I've said it before. The only difference is there's a rating on it, where on this one, as you can see, there's no rating. So it's great to have that option. But yes, it is the original poster artwork, and it's rather badass as well. So I'm not going to spend too much time with it, but you get an idea of it. So this is the spine of it. And right around to the back. And of course, you got your synopsis of the movie, all your special features as well. And then, of course, your technical information down below. Much the same as the J card that was on this. And just be wide as well, folks. Region B locked. So if you're going to get it, make sure you have the means to be able to play it. So open it up, and here we go. This is the disc art inside. You have a poster as well, which I'll show you now in a second. So there you have it. So I think that actually looks like the Estevez girl that's in it. I don't know if that's the main star of it. But again, I could be wrong. It's hard to make out. So that's the array, and all that's left to do is to show you the poster. And once again, I am going to be showing the original poster artwork, so it will be revealing that killer. So he is slashing more than just prices. And as you can see, this is the same artwork that we've seen on the main box itself, which I, again, love. And turn it around, and of course, you get that original poster artwork. Look at that. Oh my god, it's horrendous. You will not believe how violent this movie actually is. But it's almost done in a kind of funny way, so it's very easy to look at, if that makes any sense at all. So there you go, folks. That is the poster, and that is everything that's inside this release. So I'm actually going to just put it all back together again for you. So that is your standard array. That is the slipcover that you get with it, which looks absolutely fantastic. You've got your booklet and your Gore Zone magazine. So they simply slot inside, and then of course you got your array. And there you have it. That is the release of Intruder. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is my release of Intruder, and I am still pinching myself that we've gotten such a collector's release for such an obscure title like Intruder. And all the credit in the world has to go to Umbrella Entertainment, and of course for Conor Gray for sending this my way. What a gift to receive, and I honestly can't thank you enough, mate. I really do appreciate it. Now, I forgot to mention it as well at the start of the video, but the Blu-ray picture quality on this one looks fantastic. It really does. Yes, it could do with a bit of a cleaning. There is a lot of film dirt to be seen. But for the most part, I was massively impressed. And it also comes with a DTS 2-channel audio. I can't really comment about it, folks, because I watched it in bed and we don't have a real big audio setup in the bedroom. But from what I've heard, it sounds quite decent. The dialogue was clean. I had absolutely no issues with it. I'm sure it's going to sound so much better when it comes to my setup in this room, and I'm looking forward to checking it out again. So there you have it. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on this movie and what did you think of this release of it. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.